All right, we're back with another pick'em video. Going to be talking NBA in this one. We got another 2-game slate with the in-season tournament going on. So definitely, some value on each side of those games and trying to attack that. But probably going to bring you guys 6 picks. Obviously, pick and choose those. It's hard to, perfectly predict a game or two. But you'll see my analysis and thought process in each of these picks, and we'll go from there. But if you're new to this channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe. We don't always have this horrible audio quality. Again, moving into a new apartment. Don't have a bunch of my stuff just yet, so I apologize for that. Like the video so more people can see it, and comment down below if you like one of these picks, don't like one of these picks, or if you're tailing or picking something else, let me know. But want to go over the video picks from last time. We actually had 3 videos. We had Monday Night Football, and then we had 2 NBA videos. We had a really good day yesterday. This was the first video slip that I gave you guys. Attacked a lot of early value. Valanciunas, Fox, White, Tatum, they all cashed for the 4 for 4. I also kind of ran this out in a few different ways. De'Aaron Fox, at this point, I got Brandon Ingram there. We talked about Brandon Ingram as one of our video plays as well. I don't always love stacking these when they kind of, quote unquote, contradict each other. But that ended up working out. Fox ended up switching to 6 assists just because that looked good as well. And I think his PRA had jumped a little bit. So, didn't go with 5 for 5, but still solid right there. And then this was the later video I gave to you. Not as good, obviously. De'Aaron Fox hit pretty much everything but his fantasy score. Just went over his PRA, which was at like 37.5 or 38.5. Yeah, it was at 37.5 when we got it. But later in the day, it was 38.5, so I switched to fantasy score. Didn't work out there. Obviously, had a great game. Al Horford, literally, I think he had 13 rebounds. He didn't score. I don't remember him scoring at all. But, that's kind of an outlier. He'd been killing that without Porzingis. And then Buddy Hield, this would have been a push, but he hit a 3 with no time left with the game completely out of hand. They won by like 10. Didn't need to shoot it. End up shooting it. This would have been a push, but regardless, it wouldn't have mattered. Then moving over to the video picks from Monday Night Football. This is like kind of a combo play. We went with Rashee Rice and Jordan Love on Sunday night. They both cashed for us, so we were looking for that 3-man stack with the Jaguars. And guys, can't make this up. Christian Kirk, 26-yard reception, first throw of the Jaguars play, like literally the first play of the game for the Jaguars offensively. Christian Kirk, 27-yard reception, injured, out for the rest of the game. Ends up missing. Trevor Lawrence also got hurt, but ended up getting there for us, and Evan Ingram crushed this line. So this could have, very easily been a 5 for 5 on this side if we didn't get some injury, tough luck. But let's jump into the board. Definitely going to go over some value here. It's also Taco Tuesday. Don't forget about that. Looks like we have 2 hours left on this Giannis taco. Yes, I'm absolutely loving this taco. Again, it's kind of like playoff atmosphere, so you got to remember that Giannis is going to step up. It's going to be, Giannis taking control. It's going to be Damian Lillard taking control. I think they both take a lot of shots today. But yeah, really liking this Giannis line. But yeah, let's start in chronological order. This will be one of our picks, so let's just throw them in there now. If you miss this pick, you can definitely mix and match another taco in. The tacos are usually pretty solid. But I've already looked into this one, looking really, really solid. But let's go to his teammate Malik Beasley. Kind of go to his 21.5 fantasy score and going over here as well. Any of these tools, guys, Outlier, OddsJam, RotoWire, they all have free trials. RotoWire actually just launched a PrizePicks tool, or actually a Pick'em tool, because now they have integration with Underdog and Sleeper. So this is like, if you're not using this, this is crazy value. It's completely free right now. It's just like going to any other website. But once it does become, a paid-for platform, which it should be, it's very, very powerful. You can use my link in the description for a 2-day, totally free trial. You don't even need to put your credit card in, so that'll kind of extend it once it becomes a paid-for app. But, OddsJam and Outlier don't really show fantasy score because they're more associated with sports books. But luckily, RotoWire is very DFS-friendly. They also have other tools, so if you want to check those out, again, definitely hit the link in the description to let them know that I sent you there. But let's look at Malik Beasley. Keep hitting that line. Let's go look at Malik Beasley real quick. And this is, again, upgraded, integrated with PrizePicks and the other Pick'em websites. So it's when that line's showing up, it's usually on PrizePicks within like maybe a minute if something was changed. It does take, there's a little bit of a lag, but nothing crazy. And we do see his fantasy scores popping up really, really nicely for us. The prediction model is showing, favoring the over. And why is it showing that? Again, they don't have them on the sports books. They don't have them on other pick'em sites right now. But RotoWire is loving this projection. They're projecting it to be much higher. and the hit rate is also very, very high. So we've been, that's really, really good to see. But we want to look farther into that. Obviously, we looked at Malik Beasley. Okay, that's like his best board on the line. But what are we thinking about the game specifically? That's where I like to look at this. This is like the RotoWire screen. We got Milwaukee versus New York, obviously, and then we got Phoenix versus LA. And we see that Pat Connaughton and Jay Crowder are out. Is that is that significant at all? I think it is. When we look at per 36-minute stats with those guys off the floor, it just means that there's going to be a little bit more Malik Beasley than usual. So let's look at Jay Crowder off the floor. And let's go get, I think I already did this actually. Yeah, here we go. So I took those guys off the floor, and just looking at like fantasy score per 36 minutes, we see that Malik Beasley is up to 26.1 on FanDuel, 27.5 on DraftKings. Actually not sure which PrizePicks takes in terms of fantasy points, but he's been crushing this line. If we just look at this line specifically, he's gone over in 5 straight games. And again, without those guys on the floor, he's been very, very solid. We can actually look at his like PRA over here on Outlier, if I can find him, Malik Beasley. Let's just look at his PRA to get like a understanding of his like what he's been doing so far this year. And again, we've been going over this, and he's been crushing it. Again, recently he's been crushing it even more because of the absence of Pat Connaughton and Jay Crowder. So I think I expect him, to be in more of that realm of 27, 26, how he's been doing without those guys on the floor. Right here. Yeah, 26, 27. We got him at 21. That's great, great value. So again, yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of run. He's been playing the minutes, especially with those guys out. You can see it trending up in the right direction. 37, 41, 39 minutes. And this will be kind of playoff atmosphere. So they should be getting a whole lot of run. So Malik Beasley over 21.5 looks really, really good to me. And then moving along, going to the other side of that court, we're going to go to Julius Randle here. This isn't going to be a flashy play, but it's something that's been very consistently hitting. Going to go to his first quarter rebounds at 2.5. I absolutely love this one. There's actually not many things you can look at for the stats. Some websites have the first quarter points. Some websites have first quarter assists. But thank God Outlier has kind of all of that. We can go ahead and look at Randle, and we can see that first quarter rebounds line. Kind of see how he's been consistently doing on this one. And we do see that minus 121 on the over on Caesars. We'll still love to see that. DraftKings has this at minus 125. But in 2023, he's gone over this in 14 of 19 games. So absolutely love to see that. He sometimes plays 12 minutes. He just stays in the whole quarter. So that's just a boost right there. And then in head-to-head, he absolutely crushes this line, especially recently. 6 back in January, and back when they played in November, he had 5 in the first quarter. So really, really like to see this. I think this is kind of a sneaky pick that not a lot of people are on, so I don't maybe see it moving. And yeah, really, really like this pick for Julius Randle. And then moving into the next game, going to go to kind of the others in this game. We'll start with D'Angelo Russell. Obviously, this has Kevin Durant, this has Booker, this has LeBron, this has AD. But going to, again, go to the others. I think we're seeing a lot of value in those guys. And we're going to go to D'Angelo Russell, not first quarter. We're going to go to his assists at 6.0. A lot of push potential here. Let's see what he's been doing so far this year and kind of see why we're going after it. D'Angelo Russell. Keep going to the wrong game. Let's just actually take that off. All right. 6.5 assists is coming up. Obviously, we get it at 6, so minus 180 to at least push. Love to see that over in 6 to 10 games, or at least, over in 6 again, 10 games, or at least push in 6 to 10 games. Love to see that. In 2021, 62% of the games he's gone over this. 13 of 21 games. They've played a whole lot of games so far this year, and yeah, been consistent. The head-to-head, he's been absolutely crushing this. They played, so if he averages, he crushes this. They've played twice. He had 5 back in October, but the more recent one, he had 9 assists in a 122-119 victory for him. So I really like this line, and odds are also really liking it. Let's go open up Odds Jam and see what other sportsbooks are saying. I didn't go to Odds Jam for these other ones just because they don't have fancy score. They don't have first quarter rebounds. They actually have first quarter points, but they've been adding stuff, very consistently, and I'm sure they'll have that in the near future. And then Giannis was a taco, so that's an easy one. But let's go to D'Angelo Russell. Go ahead and apply that. And we do see his assist at 6.0. Really, really liking to see that. 53.66% chance to hit. Pretty much everyone else got him at 6.5 or 5.5 with ridiculous value to go over. Vandal's got him at 5.5 at minus 194 to go over. So very, very solid push potential. Pinnacle's got this at 6.5 already at a plus 108 to go over. So nothing even crazy on the under there. So really liking this 6.0 line and just always want to go to more and more data points. Let's look up D'Angelo Russell right here. And we do see that 6.0 assist line, the prediction is over. The pick'em sites, other pick'em sites actually have them over this as well. So Sleeper's got this juiced on the over plus, 1.87x. FanDuel's got this at minus 136 to go under 6.5, but plus 108 to go over on the 6.5 line. And yeah, so other sportsbooks are really liking this. Let's go to the other things. RotoWire's projection here at 6.0 is also over, and then the hit rate for him is over that as well. So we check that out on PrizePicks, but just to like to get as many data points as possible. So RotoWire's liking this, OddsJam's liking this, Outlier we saw is looking really good as well. So that's our pick for the Lakers. And then moving into the other side of things, if I can get there, there we go. We're going to go to Eric Gordon. I really love this one. 14.5 points and assists. We're going over this as well. Let's go check out his page real quick. He's been absolutely dominating this line. Obviously, Booker's missed some time. Booker should be playing today. There's no real big injury news for today. So, that's always good to see in terms of watching the games. But 14.5 points and assists. He's gone over this in 72% of the games. Has absolutely crushed this on some games. Obviously, that's more of the points. But he has been diming a bit as well. But yeah, 13 to 18 games. That's absolutely nuts. With Booker too, it doesn't go down any much or that much at all. If we go to games with Booker, he's still done it in 6 to 10 games. So definitely really like this spot for him. The 2 games that they played to get this so far this year, it's the 26th of October and the 10th of November. He went over in both these games, just barely, but went over. He shoots a whole lot of shots, so he should have the opportunity. In terms of shots per guess, he's shooting 12 shots a game. That's including with Booker on the floor, with Booker off the floor. So I think he could definitely do some damage today. He, again, kind of playoff atmosphere. He's a veteran. He knows how to play in these positions. So it could be a great game for Eric Gordon. So 14.5 fantasy points and assists. Really liking to see that. Let's see what other sportsbooks are saying about him. And kind of what OddsJam is telling us is his percent chance to hit. Go to Eric Gordon. Pull up and apply him. And so they got a few lines that are popping up. The points line at 12.5, I don't agree with this. I was looking at the over of this actually, but just don't agree with that specifically. But we do see that we're getting some value on the points and assists combo. And that's because he has the ability to get, 5, 6, 7 assists. So 51.79% chance to hit. Again, we saw how well he's been hitting this line so far this year. Minus 125 on DraftKings, minus 125 on BetMGM. FanDuel's already got this at 15.5, so love to see that. So really, really good spot for Eric Gordon. Let's go to RotoWire just to kind of see again what they're thinking about this line. Going to Eric Gordon, and we do see that points and assist line all blue, so we love to see that prediction. They're leaning blue. Pick'em sites and sportsbooks, very, very neutral here. But RotoWire projecting more. I don't know how to actually look at that, but you can look at that. Hit rate is also being, obviously, we looked at where that is on Outlier. He's been crushing this line. So they're expecting him to go over. I'm expecting him to go over. Everything's looking real good for this Eric Gordon line. And then last but not least, to get that 6th play in here, going to go to Yusef Nurkic. So again, avoiding the big stars on this one, seeing value on the others kind of. Yusef Nurkic at 31.5 fantasy score. We're going over that as well. Let's go check out, I guess we can't really check out on Outlier. We can look at it as PRA. So the biggest one, or the easiest one to do would be on this PrizePicks RotoWire tool that they got. Let's go to Yusef Nurkic. And we got a few guys coming up. Yusef Nurkic, there we go. Fantasy score, again, everything blue. That's what we want to see. Prediction here is blue. Pick'em sites and sportsbooks, they don't have them just yet, so they might not have the fantasy scores out. Sportsbooks don't typically have fantasy scores. And then RotoWire, absolutely loving this. Hit rate's been crushing this. If we want to just look at the PrizePicks and what they got for us, he's been crushing this in the last 5 games. 39.9 average on a 31.5 line. Love, love, love to see that. So great spot for Nurkic. We can see his PRA, kind of see what he's been doing, and kind of like test it from there, kind of do the math on it. Yusef Nurkic. If we can find his PRA. That's points and rebounds right here. So we got 6 of 10 games he's gone over this in the past 10 games, obviously. 2023 he's gone over this in 11 of 20. In terms of his head-to-head, I wanted to see that. Yeah, so they played each other twice again, kind of a split one, had 30 PRA back in November 10th, the most recent one, so absolutely crushed it, had potential to do this, and then a more modest performance back in October. That was like one of the first games of the year, so give or take on this one. This is more, they're up to speed. They've been playing for a while. I expect Nurkic should have a great game. Again, this is just PRA. We got the fantasy score. We got blocks and steals potential. He doesn't turn the ball over all too much, and really, really liking this. So that's our 6 plays. I do want to go over them real quickly, and again, I want to reiterate the fact you don't have to take all 6 of these. If you don't like to stack Eric Gordon and Nurkic, or you don't think the others are going to have great games and you want to play Kevin Durant or you want to play LeBron James, go for it. Just take, the best ones that you think, that you love like the best, and make it like your most powerful slip. But let's go over them. We got Giannis. That's the taco, easy one. You can pick any taco, really. They're usually pretty solid if you want to just put that in for Giannis if he's not there anymore. Malik Beasley over 21.5 fantasy score. We got Julius Randle over 2.5 first quarter rebounds. Don't think many people are going to be on this, but I think it's like a hidden gem on the board right now. D'Angelo Russell over 6.0 assists. Eric Gordon over 14.5 points and assists. And then we got Yusef Nurkic over 31.5. So that will do it. Again, 2 great games yesterday. The in-season tournament's kind of a success. You can make fun of it all you want, but they've been producing good games. So I think we see some playoff atmosphere. Could be a great game. And hopefully these plays hit. I've already locked this in. It won't even let me because I already used the taco. And it's giving me a server error, but don't worry. I always play every single slip. You see me go over them in every video. I also want to say on Underdog, seeing a little bit of value on Giannis's under 5.5 and Josh Hart's over 16.5. Just wanted to point that out. If you have Underdog, I think you could definitely attack it that way. Again, hit those links in the description for any of like the free trials on Outlier and OddsJam on RotoWire. All of them have free trials. Hit the link for the Discord. Join the Discord. Sometimes I randomly drop some extra free plays in there, but we also have the exclusive channel where you get access to all my slips. That's you'll be getting, I'll give you a little sneak peek here, but I got like where's the line? I got a really good LeBron line and Desmond Bain. Yeah, getting some early Wednesday value, but LeBron's points and rebounds was down at 32.5. That's where taking advantage of, like, I put this in at 3 a.m. That's where I'm kind of like always working, get those notifications on, and you'll be getting like early value like this. And I post like, 15 slips in there a day, 20 slips in there a day. So you can always mix and match and kind of make your best from that. And, post your wins, talk to people in there. But we're brand new, but we're growing. And, definitely want as many people in there as possible. But hopefully make some money tonight, guys. Again, really, really liking these plays. It's Taco Tuesday, so let's take advantage of that. You don't, again, have to do a 6-man. You can run a 2-man. You can run a 3-man. I just like the value on 6-man's the best. Doesn't mean I'm going to hit every single time, but when I do, it's definitely worth it. So, hit those links in the description, and let's make some money tonight, guys. Peace out.